guys, it's Laura here, and today I'm going to be doing a video which I would like to call Laura Loves. I know, so original, right? Basically, in this video, I'm going to be talking about things that I've been loving lately. It's kind of like a favourites video. I'm not going to be doing them every month. Obviously, I haven't got time for that. Without further ado, here is what Laura has been loving. The first thing I want to talk about is music. Obviously, a lot of you guys know that I'm a big pop fan. You know, I love my pop bands, especially Little Mix. Like, I have a massive poster of Little Mix right over there. Dun dun dun! But recently, I've decided to try and broaden my music taste just a little bit. And I found myself listening to a lot of classic rock. It all started with this band called Kansas. I bought their album online after hearing Carry On Wayward Son on one of my favourite TV shows, Supernatural. Wait, you guys didn't know that was my favourite show? Really? Really? I decided to do a bit more research, listen to a few more songs, and buy the album. And I love this album a lot. But then I went to a store in Hull and they had a 2 for £5 offer on CDs. So I bought some more classic rock. The very best of Lynyrd Skynyrd. You probably will have heard Lynyrd Skynyrd's Sweet Home Alabama or Freebird or Simple Man, like. And the other album that I picked up was Slippery When Wet, which is by Bon Jovi. This one I absolutely love. It has Wanted Dead or Alive, it has Living on a Prayer, You Give Love a Bad Name, like. Another band that I'm absolutely in love with right now, and I recommend you guys checking them out, is Luden Swain. I heard about them through the Supernatural community because one of the actors in the show, Rob Benedict, who plays the awesome Chuck, is the lead singer of the band, and I decided to look them up one day when I was bored, and I listened to one of their songs. I can't remember the first song I listened to. I think it was Eskimo, and I just fell in love. I think Rob Benedict has a gorgeous voice, and I think Luden Swain are an amazing band. I definitely recommend checking out Eskimo, which is my favourite song. I've been playing it non-stop lately. So yeah, Luden Swain, absolutely love them. Also related to music, I've been getting back into playing guitar again. Yay! If you didn't know, that's a G chord. Anyway, I've had this guitar since I was 14, so I've had it for 5 years nearly, which is insane. But it's only recently I've been starting to learn how to play it. And if you're wondering, my guitar does have a name. He's called Gabriel. Obviously, he's named after the Archangel Gabriel, so let's give it a try. Just a little bit rusty. Needs a bit of work. So that's music. Now I want to talk about TV shows. And hell, I've been watching a lot of shows lately. The first one I want to talk about, surprise surprise, is Supernatural. By the time this video goes up, I will have finished season 10, which scares the hell out of me. I've been loving series 10. I think it's awesome. I love Supernatural. You guys know that. Also, I wanted to mention that I ordered this book online. It's called Bobby Singer's Guide to Hunting. And I decided to buy it as kind of a reward for getting a 2-1 in one of my essays. Woo! Go me! I haven't had a lot of time to read lately, or read for pleasure. I mean, I haven't had a lot of time to read for pleasure because I'm always reading for studying. Anyway, another show that I really want to quickly talk about is Doctor Who. I haven't talked about Series 9 still on this channel, and I want to say that I did enjoy Series 9, but I think my favourite episode from Series 9 was Face the Raven. I knew that Clara was going to be leaving, but it still tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. I mean, wow. Also, I watched a classic episode recently, which was The Five Doctors, and I love The Five Doctors. It's amazing. Like, I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend people to go and watch it. I would recommend watching Classic Who. It's awesome. Another show that I've been loving recently is Game of Thrones. This is the Series 4 box set. I'm actually borrowing this from my neighbour Michael, and I am obsessed. I love Game of Thrones. I've been kind of addicted to it lately. And I only got into it because everyone else was like raving about it, and I'm just there like, let's see what the fuss is all about. It can't be that bad, surely. Bam! Absolutely addicted. I have posters everywhere. I've started reading the books. Series 4, I've not been as big a fan of Series 4 so far, anyway. But I have been enjoying Game of Thrones overall. I just wasn't ready for the Red Wedding. Like, that really got me off guard, the Red Wedding episode. 2 of my favourite characters died, which makes me very, very sad. You know, they're both from my house. And if you don't know what house I am, winter is coming. That should give you a clue. But yeah, I just wasn't prepared for that. I literally screamed when it happened. I was watching it and I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? And it could be heard upstairs. That is how loud I was screaming and crying. I was like, no, why? Yeah, this is where I went wrong. I think I got too emotionally attached to the characters. I was warned of this, but I didn't listen. It's my fault, really. Oops. And the final show that I want to talk about is Gilmore Girls. I got into this show by accident. I was scrolling through Tumblr and this show pops up on my timeline and I'm like, oh, that sounds really cool. And a lot of people tell me that Gilmore Girls is really good and that I should definitely watch it. I ended up going online and streaming the first episode, the pilot episode, and I was hooked. I ended up buying Series 1 and I had to buy the others too. I ended up buying Series 2, Series 3, and I've just ordered Series 4 and I'm really, really excited, so yeah. I love Gilmore Girls. I can relate to a lot of the characters, especially Rory. I can definitely relate to Rory because, you know, of her falling in love and all that kind of thing. I can definitely relate to Lorelai because of my coffee addiction, which I've just recently developed. But I think one of my favourite characters is definitely Suki. I love Suki. I see myself in Suki because she's so funny and lovable, and you know, she's quite a perfectionist as well, and I think I'm quite a perfectionist too. So yeah, I love Gilmore Girls. I am definitely addicted to it. Okay, let's move on. Next thing I want to talk about is beauty products, especially Lush. Hashtag Laura loves Lush. I totally blame my friend Emma for this. Like, Emma, I'm blaming you. Basically what happened was we were in town and Emma was telling me about Lush. I went in, bought a couple of products, became addicted. Oops. In this bag I have my top 5 Lush products at the moment and I really want to talk about them. So let's do this. The first thing I have is actually in this little container to protect it, but it is Dragon's Egg, which is a bath bomb. It smells so good, but I can't tell you what it smells of, but it smells so good. I've talked about this product already, but popcorn lip scrub. Basically what it is, it's like a lip scrub. You take a little bit out on your finger and you rub it on your lips, and it's meant to exfoliate your lips, and it's got sugar, sea salt, coconut oil. It tastes amazing. Next product is the Creamy Candy Bubble Bar. Bubble bars intrigue me. Basically, it looks like this. It's this bright pink thing, and what you do is you like crumble it under the bath water to create bubbles, and oh my gosh, it smells so good. Like, I love the smell of this. It's got vanilla in it and other stuff. I also have a little thing of Prince Charming shower cream, which I love the smell of this. I love it. It's got pomegranate, it's got marshmallow root and vanilla pod extract, which it smells so good, and it's bright pink. It's so cool. But it's a limited edition Valentine's Day product, so... I also have one last product in here, which is Grease Lightning, which is their spot treatment. Basically, it's a gel that you put on your spots as and when you need to, and I love it. Story time! I had my worst breakout since high school. I ended up going to my go-to spot treatment, which is the Clearasil Ultra Rapid Action Treatment Cream. But for some reason this wasn't working. Yeah. So I ended up needing a new spot treatment, and I ended up getting Grease Lightning, and this worked really quickly. And then the other product that I've been loving lately is argan oil. But what I do is when I've had a shower and washed my hair, I basically put a couple of drops of this in the palm of my hand, rub it into my hands, and then just run it through my hair. And I've been noticing a massive difference with this. Like, a little bit goes a long way though. Just warning you, don't put too much on because it will make your hair like really greasy and you'll probably have to wash it again, which I learnt that the hard way, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Okay, so let's talk about a few more miscellaneous loves. The first thing that I've been loving is manga. I've recently been getting into manga with Death Note. This is awesome. I mean, I did get a bit confused about the whole right to left reading, but I'm loving Death Note right now. I mean, I can read this on the bus. It's not like a full-on book like this, where I have to sit and like read a load of words. This is just like reading captions, and it's so much easier, and I get through this really quickly. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everyone's going to fall in love with manga, but definitely give it a try. Another thing that I've been loving, Laura loves lattes. See what I did there? All L's. Laura loves alliteration. Ha ha. Basically, I have a load of Starbucks cups, and I started hoarding them because in St. Stephen's, they actually ask you for your name, and I end up giving them fandom names. I don't give them my real name. This one is my pumpkin spice latte cup, which is so aesthetically pleasing. I love it. And I got the name Arya, as in Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. I have this just plain red cup, which had a honey and almond hot chocolate in it, and it was so good. And I got the name Genevieve, which they didn't have to ask me how to spell that, but it was so worth it to see it on the cup. It's so cool. But I think my favourite name that I've ever got from Starbucks is this one, Lorelei. They did have to ask me how to spell it, of course, but the girl who was serving me, she said, "Oh my god, you have such a pretty name." And of course I had to say, well, thank you. But yeah, it was kind of like, I was thinking in my head, ha, that's not my real name. That's not my real name. Ha. Recently, I've been getting vanilla lattes, a grande vanilla latte. If you get me a grande vanilla latte, I will love you forever, probably. I don't know. I've also been loving rainbow candy strips. There is a sweet store in Hull called the Treat Box. It's opposite Primark. It is so cool. It's only a little shop, but it's really, really nice. It's got like the old school like sweet jars, and they like weigh it out. But they also have like the packets and stuff, and they had rainbow candy strips, which one of my friends calls gay bacon. Like, I really, really love these. I have to hide these so I don't eat them all at once. So, yeah. I also have been loving charity shops because you can buy so much cool stuff from charity shops. Like, a lot of my cosplays come from charity shops. Like, you know, my Gretchen Wieners cosplay, the top and the skirt were both from charity shops, so both £2 each, which is awesome. But I also bought these lounger trousers. These were £1.50 from Sense, I believe, and look what's on them. Loads and loads of moose.
Hello, Moose.
I couldn't say no. I could not say no. Is it moose or is it mooses? What is the plural of moose? Is it like sheep, where it's sheep? Is it like moose? Mooses? Meese, maybe? I don't know. The other thing that I've been loving lately is tea. I've been drinking a lot of tea and coffee lately to try and keep me awake for like lectures and seminars and practical classes and all that kind of thing. And of course I've just been loving my everyday tea with milk and sweetener in it. But I want to try more herbal teas, so I actually bought some like fruit teas and stuff, like fruit and herbal teas to try. So I bought the Soothing Chamomile and Honey tea, and the tea that I am most excited to try is the Strawberry and Raspberry tea from Twinings. Strawberries and raspberries, two of my favourite fruits, you've got me. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I've talked about a lot of things that I've been loving lately, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!